You know what, Parker? When I look at 2025 and I look at these Detroit Tigers, I am amazed at how quickly they went from Bengal tigers to little calico kittens in the course of 6 months. And this team, albeit they had an early playoff exit, it didn't look pretty. But if they can do the right things, it's going to be very exciting 2026 for these Tigers, I think.
Yeah, in July, if you'd asked me who the AL's representative in the World Series was going to be, it would have been the Tigers. I would have answered back with the Tigers. Like
Mm,
they looked unbeatable. They
yeah.
looked great. Um, and then they lose the big lead in the AL Central, and then we have the terrible September, and then we have kind of barely scraping by, pitching chaos. It's just a historic level meltdown, and it almost couldn't have come in a more poetic fashion than losing a 15 inning game 5 in the ALDS to the Mariners when you had
Amazing.
literally run out of pitching. Like, first of all, both teams did. Excuse me, both teams did. But like the Tigers really did, because unlike the Tigers, the Mariners had Bryce Miller, who could go in game 1 of the following series. The Tigers were going to have to pitch their biggest fan from the stands in game 1 of the ALCS had they made
Yeah.
it. And I think we finally saw them scrape the bottom of the barrel that they had been scraping for the entire season, for all of last season. And I wonder if it is finally time for them to go out and get pitching, because you have the best pitcher on the planet in Tarek Scoobal at the peak of his powers, and to watch him be squandered, much like other prominent Tigers starting pitchers over the years, thinking Justin Verlander, I'm thinking Max Scherzer, I'm thinking even Rick Porcello. Like, look at all these guys that the Tigers have consistently been able to put on the mound. And if Tarek Scoobal doesn't win anything substantial over the course of this incredible run he's on, Tigers fans are they're going to be really, really pissed off.
Okay, so good point. And here's why this is even more important is you there's two reasons you need pitching immediately. What you said, right? Like let's fortify the rotation, get folks behind Scooble and really just knock it out of the park in 2026. Here's the other reality is Scooble is coming up next year is his last year under contract. He's going to be a free agent after 2026 and he's a Boris client. And we all know
Mm-hmm.
Boris clients more often than not are going to test the free agent market. So secondary reason, if Scooble's gone and you don't have anyone else, you go from pitching chaos to pitching Armageddon. Okay.
Yeah.
And that's a position you don't want to be in. So you don't have a choice.
So, question for you: is the window closed?
Uh,
Because Javy Baez did not have. I mean, like, we've known that he's a liability for the last few seasons. He ended up with a sub 100 OPS plus. It's like at 87 or something like that. Uh, Torkelson is exactly who he is going to be for the rest of his career. I don't think he's going to develop much more. He did not become the, number 2, number 3 hitter that we thought he was going to be. This past year, it was a Baseball Reference, always has a ton of pop ups. It was a 240 batting average. Yes, 31 homers.
uh,
Like, 78 RBI. Like, when you hit 31 homers, I need 100 RBI or close to it. I just get so worried when I look at what is on the table moving forward for these Tigers. And like, Riley Green is Riley Green. He's going to at best be, who he was last season. I just get so worried. Like, what's left? They're, like I said, they're scraping the bottom of the barrel.
to answer your question, I'm going to answer your question with a non-answer, okay? Because I'm
Mm-hmm.
going to get on my soapbox. I'm sick and tired about talking about windows. All right? Like I am so sick of it because can we not, for the love of God, do what the Dodgers do and learn how to run a damn baseball team and
Yeah.
perpetually develop players? How these guys have jobs going in, going, oh, we're going to have a 5-year window and here's what we're going to do 3 years before it. Just be good
Mm-hmm.
every damn year. Put the money towards a team, develop players, and have a baseball machine. Okay.
Yeah.
It can be done. Okay. We know it can be done. So the Tigers really need to be that. They need to invest in this team now. They have younger guys. I'm looking like a Kevin McGonigal and others. that if they continue to develop their pitching and develop their top prospects, don't forget, folks, you got Max Clark, who may come up to the majors faster than you think. Okay, I I don't
That's
think the
interesting. I didn't even
window.
think about that.
Uh-huh. I don't think the window is closed. I just think the bridge from what they have now to what they could have in 2 years with a McGonigal and with a Clark is going to be a little rough if they don't fortify this offseason. You're looking at 2 years of kind of up and down until you can get those two guys to come up and supplement a seasoned Riley Green. And, hopefully you hang on to Tarek Scoobal. That's a big question mark. Kerry Carpenter, I love Kerry Carpenter. I think you hang on to him, right? So
Yeah.
I, it's not doom and gloom. The window's not shut. I just think there needs to be some really careful maintenance for the next couple of years, or this thing can go haywire really fast.
Yeah, Max Clark, by the way, I completely forgot about him. Max Clark had an 835 OPS between high A and double A. You could
Amazing.
easily see that guy by the end of next season, maybe a
You
September
could.
call up. And he's a dynamic ball player. So maybe I am a little ahead of myself. Let's say Max Clark comes up and he plays very good outfield defense and hits to a 720 OPS, which I think is generous for a guy coming up and
Sure.
making his debut.
Yeah.
Um, do you think that guys like that are going to be enough? Because I do think I think your point about windows and how baseball executives are completely fine throwing around the terms like a competitive window and stuff like that. I think it's ridiculous. Like I just listened to the Red Sox end of season press conference, and the fact that the president of the Red Sox said Sam Kennedy said like our competitive window. I wanted to throw my computer through a window. Like it
Yeah.
like it stinks because as fans, we don't ever want to be told that it's finite, right? Like I want success to be the standard. And the Tigers, especially a team who has seen high highs, like 2013, 2012, 2013, 2014 Tigers, incredible baseball teams, did not get over the hump. The 2024, 2025 Tigers, very good baseball teams, haven't been able to get over the hump. Like,
Yeah.
what exactly, what more needs to be added? And you know what sucks too is we're in the same position we were last year, an ALDS exit for the Tigers. And what did they improve year over year? What did they add to this team? Hope in Javy Baez? Like, that's all
Right.
there's nothing more to show for what did they learn in 2024. 2025
Correct.
was
Correct.
was
Yes.
it seemed like it came together, but clearly there is a youth problem in this organization where over like down the stretch, how do you win a baseball game? And I think you need to get some adults in the room. I think you really need to make a team that has dependable starting pitching. I think I said this when we were talking about the ALDS preview. If Casey Mize is starting a playoff game for me, I'm not confident.
Yes.
You just don't have enough to go the distance. So they need to sign like two of the big three starting pitchers going into this offseason. You need to bring in a Framber Valdez, or maybe you bring in a guy like a Dylan Cease. But I just don't. Michael King, something along those lines. Like bring someone legit in because there's a lot of glaring issues in a Tigers roster that in July looked like a World Series contender.
All right. So I'm smiling because I think I just had the best idea ever, and it may be one of my better ideas I've ever had. Um,
Are you trading Luis
you
Robert to the Tigers too now?
no, I'll take Max Clark. Just kidding. No, I do think this could work. First off, I still love Alex Bregman to the Tigers. I still love it. I
Okay.
think it was a great fit last offseason. I still think it's a great fit. Number one. Number two, starters. Let's start building up that rotation. You talk about having an adult in the room. I have an adult for you. Okay. Former Detroit Tiger himself, Justin Verlander. There you go. Welcome back to Detroit. Love that.
Wow.
I know. How cool would that be? Give me Justin Verlander. Give me Adrian Hauser. I know him. Used to be a buddy of mine here on the South Side. He had a solid season this season. Let him be your fifth starter. Let him mentor some people. And then give me a Miro Kelly or give me a
Zach
Nick
Gallen.
Martinez, a Zach Gallen. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if you're doing stuff like that, we're in business. But will they have the balls to do it? That's the question.
You know who I think of and I think Detroit Tiger? Eric Fetty.
Yes.
I could see him
That
playing
is,
in Detroit.
yes. And okay, I agree. And this is a great, this approach, all right, what we're proposing here is similar to what the Royals did 2 off seasons ago, right? With
Yeah,
Seth Lugo, Michael Waka. If they can take that same approach, that may be all they need.
yeah. Maybe you don't need one 7 WAR starter. Maybe you need 3 guys between 2.8 and 3.6 WAR.
I, yes. I mean,
Yeah.
that, I think if I had a bet today, I think that's their play because you're going from literally Tarek Scoobal and nothing else. You're not
hmm
going to go from that to a Dodgers rotation. It's not going to happen. Like that needs to be the path for them.
Man, so Justin Verlander made 29 starts at age
Yes.
42.
Yes. And he apparently
Yeah.
has no intention on retiring yet. So
No, not as
you
long as
got to
Max
take a
Scherzer's
shot.
still striking people out. He's not going to retire before Max Scherzer.
Very true. Very, very true. And to be fair, Scherzer ain't striking many people out, but that's for another
No,
day.
he is not. He is not. He did come out. He's pitching, not pitching as we speak, but he pitched tonight in the Blue Jays. Last I checked, are leading that game. So good for him.
Ah, good for him. Good for him.
Yeah. But
Um,
okay, so I'm all on board. Justin Verlander, congratulations, you are a Detroit Tiger again. Um, who else we got? I think you sign a Justin Verlander, a Shane Bieber,
ooh, I like
and
that one.
maybe a can I interest you in a Freddie Peralta's got a club option.
That there's no way
Hmm.
they don't pick that up. It's the Brewers. There's no way.
That's true. It's the Brewers. He put up 6 WAR this season, and
Yeah,
yeah, you're not wrong. Flaherty can opt out. Probably will. He put up 5.9 WAR in his age 30 season. It's time for him to get paid. He
yeah,
only went back to Detroit because he was trying to do a pillow contract year.
that's
Um,
right.
yeah, I'm in the sign 3 WAR guys.
Correct. I think that is the way to go. I mean, when you look at what's ahead for this team, I think Tigers fans, it's not doom and gloom. I actually think it's still a bright road ahead for this team because if they can do what we're proposing here and they can fortify that pitching staff, they could still get by with the roster they have right now. I mean, yes,
Mhm.
would you love to have them to add a Bregman? Sure, of course. That would be great. Give me Bregman. I'll take just Bregman and 3 or 4 starters. Cool. However,
Mhm.
if they go heavy with pitching, they could still use next year to have these guys grow into their roles, have some more young guys come up. That could still do it for them.
Yeah. Michael King, Justin Verlander, Lucas Giolito.
Oh, goodness.
That's
I
a
hate
solid rotation.
it is, and I hate talking about this because it hurts my soul that I'm here trying to make the Tigers better because I would hate that in
Yeah, that's
actuality.
true. Yeah,
I
yeah.
would really hate it,
I can
but
see that.
but goes to show that I don't think they're as far off as the last 3 months for them to squander the AL Central and for them to just really just as the postseason went on, just they wore away. That's not the Tigers. I truly believe that. I believe this team next year is going to still be very competitive. I think AJ Hinch is working AJ Hinch magic with this team and will continue to. I think they're going to have big things ahead, honestly.
Freshly extended AJ Hinch.
Very true. Very incognito extension. Very. Oh, by the way, he's extended. Okay.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, we like him. He's on the good list.
All right. Well, we'll be following the Tigers like we follow every team, but we're definitely going to be following the Tigers because it's a team full of young talent, and we'll see what's in store for them here in 2026.